Sesquicentennial City of Poetry for Logan City, Utah. 1. Out of the wide, open dirt roads, hard-packed for horse-drawn wagons, out of the Telluride power poles, centered and towering, next to the Eccles trolley tracks, laid down flat and gleaming, out of the brick and wood buildings rising shoulder to shoulder, archways and awnings and signs painted on, Hotel Eagle, Cardin Jewelry, Temple Grocery. Out of the dirt road center of town, not even a sidewalk to stand on, where crowds gathered along the parade route, up Center and down Main, crepe paper floats from the Rotary Club, Holstein breeders, Thatcher clothing, and L.K. Wood of Mendon with his miniature steam engine. Out of the Midwest to Logan, Ringling Brothers circus parade, tigers and bears in cages, camels draped in fine regalia with riders perched high on their humps, show horses lined up single file, stately, a landscape of mystery. Down from the canyons, granite and lumber for temple and theater, stone homes and tabernacles, quarries where cliff walls were broken to blocks and carried to town for lasting foundations. From brickyards and lime kilns for plaster and mortar, for carbide and water applied to make gas for the lighting of businesses, banks, for the elegant homes of the Thatchers and Nibleys, of the Eccles and Youngs. Down from the tower of Old Main Hill, down from the Victory Garden, animal science, dairy science, dormitory, down from industrial mechanics, glass-roofed conservatory, down through arts and athletics, the girls' rifle team, gym class, junior prom, football, basketball, military band, 2nd Platoon Company B, down from the Red Cross Life-Saving Corps, 5 college women in bathing suits, Red Cross centered inside a bullseye stitched to their bodice fronts. Out of the sawmills and grist mills, shingle mills, water wheels, pick and shovel built canals and irrigation ditches, down from Logan Canyon on a drinking water system named for the great Logan poet Aaron DeWitt, a spring where water was so fresh and cold pre-1940s, so they say, a person could hardly drink it. Out of the Model Ts of the 19-teens to the bus lines of the 20s, into the paved stoplight sheen of gas and electric, plastic and fiberglass, passenger cars in train formation, gliding the highways down to the valley and into the city, a flood of endless residents, of generations born here, leaving, then returning, out of the same nostalgia, out of the longing for home. 2. What happened to all those places we knew, those people who knew them before? ZCMI and Howells and Wickles and Max and the cater shop gone to the mall, knitting factories, garment companies, specialty shops for ladies, Modo Day, Keith O'Brien from Shamhart Christiansen, Piggly Wiggly, Woolworths, low-cost drug. Second Ward United Order Manufacturing, the American Food Store Saturday special, 2 loaves of bread, 10 cents, hamburger 9 cents a pound, 9 cents a dozen for eggs. J.R. Edwards, 1891 Saloon, the Club Saloon, the Beach and Barracloak and Hanson, Felstead Owens, Old Bitters, Boyle Billiards, the Tap Room, the Del Mar, the Cactus Club. What happened to the drive-in movies, one on each end of town, way out beyond the Main Street drag, where stars encrusted dark night skies above the lighted screens, movie stars projected large and luminous, cars of the decades parked in gravel, windows rolled down for the speakers and heaters, short walk to the restrooms, popcorn stand. What happened to dragging Maine, cars full of teenagers cruising the strip from Logan Lanes down to the Y, from Blake's Spudnut to Pete's Spudnut and back again, landmarks barely visible for the few who knew where they were? 3. All along the corridor from 14th North to Logan River Golf Course, city of transition, city of motion, city of welcome, set down in the center of one gorgeous valley from mountain to mountain to mountain. What happened here is what happens everywhere, every year, in houses built on every street, in apartments nestled together like dominoes, in cars that roll along from west fields to low foothills to what was once swampland, frogs to be caught, bulrushes to break into fluff and let go. What happened was children, born to those who used to be children too, here in this city that grew like the bones of a growing boy. Held in the bones of the city, people of every persuasion who gather at churches, at theaters, restaurants, people connecting in friendship, at school, at work, on the bus, in libraries, animal shelters, parks, rec centers, zoo, those who say, we never want to leave. What happens is people, the best kind, someone for everyone, a century and a half of human history here in this city. 4. It comes down to this. When your dogs bark on a wintry Sunday morning, you look out your window and there, in the driveway, 2 neighbors are shoveling your snow. It's 20 degrees, yet you open the door to smiles as warm as the full golden sun. Or it comes down to this. The shuttle from the car repair shop arrives, and the man who was already in the front seat gets out, holds the door open, urges with the sweep of his hand for you to take his place. And when you arrive at the shop, he opens every door as if you were a celebrity. Or this, the group of citizens who lifted the crashed car from the motorcyclist's broken body, pulled him free, made sure of his recovery. Or this, the dozens who stood by our Muslim friends, citizens whose lives became precarious when fearful voices threatened to tear loose our solidarity. Not one word of counter-protest for this act of kindness. This, our city, the one we've grown up with, the one we claim, the one we hope will be here to sustain us for as long as we are part of it, part of what changes, part of what we hope will never change, the spirit of community, of history, centerpiece of our heritage, heart of the valley, city of art, city of poetry.